All right, who had been designated an extremist for 2023? Yeah, so, surprise, surprise, if you do not support the leftist communist agenda in this country, you are now an extremist. More specifically, if you voted for Trump, if you supported Trump, if you think Trump would make a good president or was a good president for his first term in office, you are an extremist. Okay then, self-identify. Hi everyone, my name is Britton. Hello, Britain. I voted for Trump 2 times. I am an extremist. So, because I believe in rule of law? Because I think this country can be better? Because I think this country can be great? And I will not apologize for believing in the greatest country in the world? Yeah, no, you're the extremists. FBI, the federal government at large, you are the extremists. You think that you can control my life and make me do things that you have no constitutional authority to do. Well, I won't do it. Okay? I'm not going to do it. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Anyone who says that it's not political, what they're doing to Donald J. Trump, is either an idiot or they're in on it. Anyone who says that there's nothing to see here, this is all legitimate, you are either an idiot or you're in on it. Extremist, huh? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to vote for Trump again. Watch me. But if Donald J. Trump is on that ballot in November, I'm voting for him. And I hope he wins, and I hope he fires all of you. Every last one of you. And I hope you all lose your pensions, and I hope you all have a very miserable life, because you are the traitors, you are the extremists. This is ridiculous, this is insane. You know what would be a great renewable resource? If we hooked generators up to the graves of all of our founding fathers. The way they spin in their graves, it's a travesty. It is, we are watching the slow death of America, and it's not even on hospice, it's not even on palliative care. We are literally pulling the plug and watching the patient gasp for air. I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to post. I am going to post enough so that you all know that I will proudly wear the title of an extremist. Especially when it's shoved in my face over and over and over again for having basic beliefs. I believe in a God. Oh, that's a little extreme. I believe in law and order. Oh my gosh, he thinks that we should follow the laws. I believe that a country without a border is not a country. Okay? We don't enforce our laws. And when we do enforce them, we enforce them on our political opposition only. I mean, seriously. The things they're accusing Trump of, just about every person in Congress, every person in the government has done it, to some degree or another. And yet the only guy who's getting shellacked for it is Trump. And we all know it's because you hate him. It has nothing to do with justice. You're going to throw Hunter Biden under the bus, but just a little bit, to make it look like, oh look, we're being fair. Slap on the wrist. That's the most that man-child's ever going to get. Joe Biden. Yeah, either you all are dumb enough to run him again, or you're going to throw him under the bus too. Probably have Gavin Newsom or some other psycho replace him. Why else is Gavin Newsom going to debate Ron DeSantis? It's to get his name into the presidential ring, throw his hat in. Can't come out and say it because he can't, they can't forcibly kick out the incumbent. They have to have a reason to get rid of the incumbent. It's just how it works. Oh well. I'm just a fat guy in the hills of Utah ranting to a camera. It's not like any of you give a shit about what I say or think. Certainly don't care about my vote. All you care about is that I sit down, shut up, and pay my taxes. Oh well. I will just keep on doing my best. Can't have this. I will not let you take this from me. You will have to forcibly take this from me. I'm not going to turn it in. I'm not going to sell it back to you. You, federal government, would fail the background check that you require us to take. You push drugs on us. You sell weapons to our enemies. You strip us of our rights. The average American pays more in taxes than the slaves in the Old Testament paid to Pharaoh. God, this is a rant. God, this is such a rant. Oh, Risky Krisky would be proud. I can't stop talking. Another YouTuber asked on Twitter. Well, he didn't ask the question. He just reposted a tweet from someone else. Question along the lines of, why hasn't a revolution or a civil war happened yet? My response was along the lines of, well, we still have too much to lose. I go to work. I can still pay all my bills. I don't got much left over after I do, but I can pay my bills. My kids are fed. My kids are safe. Luckily I live in a part of the country where my boys are not trying to take them away from me. I can trust the teachers at my son's school. The reason why you don't see American citizens, right-wing American citizens, burning down buildings and throwing Molotovs at cops and things like that, the reason we're not doing it yet is because we have too much to lose. The bread and circuses of Rome. No, I don't think about Rome every day. We still got the bread and circuses. And so most of us are satisfied with what we're allowed to have and what we're allowed to keep. However, how much longer is that going to last? The dollar keeps getting watered down. Your freedom of speech is slowly being chipped away. Heck, not even slowly in some cases. In some cases, just being ripped right out from under you. That's why I make videos. I can't be part of the silent majority. If I don't say something, if I don't try to make my voice heard, if I don't try to reach out to my politicians, if I don't try to vote, if I don't try to exercise my First Amendment rights, I can't really justify going any further if the time comes. Also, if I say something now, hopefully it never comes to this. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want anyone to hurt me. I don't want anyone to try and take away my kids. And I'm not extreme or crazy for saying that. They've already talked about that. They've talked about how Trump supporters should have their kids taken away because they're not fit to be parents. They've talked about people who refuse to take the vaccine should have their kids taken away because they're not fit to be parents. Well, you're not fit to rule me. You are tyrants. You are thieves. You are liars. And that goes for just about every single one of you federal politicians. And most of you state politicians too. Not just here in Utah, but all across the country. Most of you have sold your soul so you can get power and wealth, prestige. Bunch of crooks. I think I'm done videoing. Time to head home, make some YouTube videos. Maybe get some people angry at me. Ciao.